Hi, okay, this is Akil from Eurocoral's Modern Reef. Now presenting the interface. I will recap a bit and try to be as fast as I can. I know that this video maybe will be long, so let's get started with this. This is a presentation of our reef lab. First of all, this is a dev, not in live, but we have most of this in live. Only the preset set points are not in live, which I will speak about later on in this video. So all that you can see now is in live and is working. So let's go to edit to show you how to add, for example, an aquarium. The system will ask you questions about supplement, filtration, method used, and so on, coral type or reefing type. Also, you have an option to calculate the water volume if you are not expert enough to do it. You just place information here, and if you have some or not, and also it will take in consideration the rock and sand volume. Okay, then it will place here for you the value, or you can just write the value here. Okay. It's very important that this information is accurate, because our system will not only solve issues related to the water, but also will link it to equipments and stuff that you're using, right? So here, for example, is what you added for your aquarium. You can edit or remove the tank, right? You can connect the bar, see anomalies, tasks, compare, maintenance, dosage, and results. Now, this is the lab status. People will know if it's operational or not, and so that they can know when to expect the results. Now, by operational we mean if a maintenance dosage, maintenance schedule is coming up, so we can let people know here that there is scheduled maintenance or whatever for the lab. Now here you have the analysis made, all the analysis connected, right? This would be the last one. You would see it created like that. Once we receive it, it's orange in here, analyzing and ready. Now here is connect bar, right? People tend to make mistakes when they write the barcode, right? So what we did is, to make it easier, they just need to scan the QR code. By the way, I'm Akil, and here I am in one of the labs in our Modern Reef facility. So here you have, for example, the barcode. So you just take it to the camera like this, and that's it. Just click add, and it will be added. This one is already added, and that's why I didn't click to add. To make it easy and also to minimize errors, it's very useful to be like this. Also, we use this QR codes here in our lab to not make any mistake between customers and so on. So the next thing, when it's ready, you will receive, of course, it will be like this one. You can go to results, right? And here you will see your results. Now some values may be examples for testing, because this is a dev site, but yeah, you get the idea. This is how you see it. Of course, everything in here is working and it's online. So you have 52 parameters, and you can, for example, learn about something. If you want to learn what it is, you can, without leaving the interface, which is excellent. You have calculated set points based on salinity. It's very important. Okay. You have also, if you want to see previous results, let's say calcium, right? You just click on the mini chart in here, and you can just hover over the points to see your results without leaving the interface. Okay, so what else? Well, you have the barcode, of course, and everything is made by colors so that it's more pleasant for the customers to see it, or for the users. You can even close some of them, leave one that you are interested in, and open them again. Now, after this, for example, you have now the anomalies. Here is where our website will show you what is wrong in your system. Now, what we changed from previous version is that we had here add to tasks button. Now we don't need it because we took it out, because this will be added automatically to task, because either ways the customer will always click on add to task, right? So we took one click away, to say it that way. Now you will have, for example, red warnings and yellow warnings. That's why you have sometimes many things to fix, because our system will also fix the things to avoid issues in the future. So that's why you have also yellows. For example, here you have salinity and critical high. This is a side tip. Almost everything has this side tip if it's triggered, you know. We give tips to help do things better for the users and so on. People also can still see the charts from here if they want, from previous analysis. And let's say if they have here you can see another one with tips, you know, to improve and so on. Here, for example, the salinity is a bit deviated, so what either ways our system recommends to do water changes, but look what it did in here. The first one, just to be more clear, it was with another salinity, you see, in order to reach 35. So it takes advantage of also your water changes that you need to perform to fix a deviated salinity value. Okay. For example, our lab also detected that your salinity level has deviated. Therefore, our system calculated a correction salinity procedure to fix the salinity deviation. So this would be one of them. If the salinity deviation is too big, it can give the first two or the first three to fix the deviation of salinity. And I think only us do this, no one else do it, and many salinity tests in the home test aquariums are really not that good, to say it that way. That's why we need always to fix. So as I said before, for example, for cobalt here we need to do an 8 days dosage, and it will be moved to tasks. So now we will go to tasks to see what the system recommends us to fix, right? So here we have the recommendation by the system to add, for example, we need to add all of these bottles and do this water change. So people can choose to just start adding bottle by bottle if they want, here and here. And this task, a semi-automated manager will keep track of all things that needs to be done in the system or given by the system. But there is something that is already online. This was the latest update that we did to the website. Now people can create a one liquid solution to fix deviation, right? This is done to not have to like dose bottle by bottle, and it takes forever, you know. It's also boring sometimes. So that's why we gave the option for customers to create a one liquid solution. Just click yes, yes, proceed, right? And now they have a recipe, yeah, of what they need to do to fix some, to create one liquid, right? Instead of dosing one by one as before, they just need to dose it from the new one liquid solution created, 98.41 mLs a day, 8 days, and this is the recipe, and people can download the PDF for if they want to prepare it elsewhere, they can do it. Then the system will take out the bottles that people needed to add before, and now they have another schedule for the one liquid solution, and once they are dosing, they can manage everything from here. Okay. People can also, let's say they don't want to do this, they want to undo, they can undo, and it will return everything as it was. People can decide which way they want to do it. Then you have compare. Compare is mostly for research. For example, actually we used something similar to create one of our most popular system, which is the proportional consumption system. So for example, if you take calcium and you want to see how much the calcium was consumed in comparison with let's say potassium, or let's say manganese, or let's say whatever you need to add to it. So the system will show you the consumption of each value side by side. Like this line is one analysis, this is another analysis, previous, and so on, and this way you can learn how they behave with each other. And of course you will have here a minimum, average, and maximum of each value. You can add as much as you want in here, of course. The other thing that is coming up, this is the maintenance dosage calculator. It will have, of course, another name. We can't talk much about it, but in general it will help you create a liquid to maintain a specific parameter, but it will be really interesting. It will be after this one, of course. Now this is dev of the set point presets. It's not online yet because we are still testing it and fixing some stuff in it, but I can give you a small tour to see what it is. For example, here we will have more default settings depending on goals. These are setting of templates. So let me explain what this is. Basically is it will change the set point here for specific parameters to achieve specific effects on corals. Okay, it can be anything like more growth, it can be more coloration, it can be for SPS, it can be maybe to follow Eurocorals, right? And do what we do, for example. It can be anything. So in here, for example, this is also just for an example. Here you see, for example, you have set point template, right? It's natural set point template. People also can read about it in here, which we will add later, of course. Also, you can change, for example, from our default presets here to boost more coloration, for example. This is, of course, completely an example. Nothing is still real in here, just it's an example to show you what we are doing. As you can see, values changed. Let's take this one, for example, here. Again, this is only an example. If you take, for example, natural, it will be, I think, 35. You see, it will change these values. If you take color boost, depending on what you want, it will change other values. As you can see in here, also this change. Of course, this is completely testing and nothing is real still now. It will be ready, I think, in 1 week. Anyways, another thing is the custom preset. Let's say a customer wants to change something. He don't want to use, let's say, key edge from 7 to 8. He wants to use it from 8 to 8.9, let's say. Okay, so he can either he can create it here. Of course, a warning will appear so that only expert people can use this, because this is really very sensitive if people don't know what they are doing. But basically, if they use it only for basic stuff like nitrate, phosphate, each customer needs a or have a preferred way of levels and so on. So also for experts that want to test or whatever, right? So this is a test. Let's put 02. This would be the name of the presets that they are calculating. By the way, this will not be here. This is, no one needs to change something with pollutant. Pollutant is always 0, so this will go outside, of course. Here is where people start to create what they want. Like, say for example, they want this to be between 35 and 35. They click on the lock to open it so that it will allow them to change it. Then they close it. Of course, this still needs work. Let's say, for example, if they want to change something with calcium, right? Let's say they don't like it to be very low. They want it to be from 420 to 440, right? They can do it as well. Also, this will change to show the center point, which is the target point that is used by the lab, and also anything that they want. Let's say boron also as well. Let's put a crazy number here. Let's put from 8 to 9 so that you can see how it will change it. Okay, in the front end. Okay, let's say we finished, so we click save. Then we click save again. Again, this buttons needs to be fixed still. Yes, please proceed. So now we will see here that the template is created, but it's not loaded. We just need to load it. We load it in here. Yes, proceed. And now it will change the values that we placed there. For example, we said calcium, you see, 429. It's because the calculated set point, it's advising to be 429 and not 420, the low side. You can go to boron, it will see it. Okay, this is the crazy number we spoke about before. You have 8 and 9, but since the salinity is higher, so it will recalculate it a bit higher. Okay, and not only that, now if you check, this is boron, right? And the system now should advise, because you have 6.6, again this is completely an example, okay, should advise to go up, right? So if you go to anomalies, you will see that it will advise you that boron should be up. Here you have it. This was not before, because I think 6.6 is a correct value. So as you can see, it's advising you to add boron to reach this value, meaning that the templates or whatever you choose in here, the system will let you know or advise you on how to reach that value. Okay, yeah, that this is a new way of this is a new feature, to say it that way. People can also edit here, and of course they can edit whatever they want. For example, one of the stuff that I want to edit is the key edge in here, and let's say I want to place it between 7 and 8, for example. This is again completely an example. You save it, change this, you click save in here, and that's it. Okay, so if you go to template, here it's already loaded, still loaded because we edited. Instead of information, we can edit from here, and you can see that it changed it from 7 to 8. So this system will advise you how to reach this value, and that's how it works. So yes, this is mainly it for now. Coming up, this maintenance dosage calculator. Then we will work with mimic reefs. This will be like social for reef aquariums, but also with benefits like to mimic reefs that you like, and many great features will come in here. And for now, what is still to do is, or almost done, is the maintenance dosage calculator that we can't speak about it. It will be for later video. So hope that you like it, and yeah, see you soon. Bye.